little something there for you folks. What's up with everyone who is here in the mix with us? It's good to be back. I feel like it's been a good minute for us overall. Of course, you know what it is. Joshua here, 86 Boxing. Got my man Skywalker Boxing in the mix with you. What's good with your Skywalker?
Hey, salute everybody. Much love.
Of course, we got Poppy Chun Yayo in the house. What's going on,
Yeah,
buddy?
you already know. Heavy on the poppy, light on the yayo.
And if you
Crack.
didn't know, Dom talks boxing. How's it going, Dom?
Good. Hey.
All right, right, good stuff. So we appreciate everyone in here. While you're here, do us a favor, hit that like button wherever you are. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't. Check out everyone. You know what it is at 86 Boxing, at Skywalker Boxing, at Dom Talks Box, at Poppy Chun Yayo. Easy does it, as they say. But man, been a good little while. But boxing, as you know, it goes on. It goes on and on and on and on and on. And so we had some good stuff that has been taking place here over the course of the last few weeks, and we have more stuff coming. As a matter of fact, this weekend is going to be good as well. But this past weekend was not too bad either. But before we get that, the weekend before, because we didn't get to talk about it, we didn't. But we had a big fight that has major implications, as a matter of fact, and that was Erickson Lubin, the veteran Erickson Lubin, taking on, and I guess you could say he's sort of like a veteran now too, Virgil Ortiz Jr. He's pretty much a veteran, and this was a big 154-pound clash. So we all know how it went down, I believe. If you haven't seen it by now, it was some pretty quick work there by Virgil Ortiz. Only took 2 rounds or a little bit less than that to get Lubin up out of there. But overall, hey, leaves it leaves a lot of questions as to how will this fight go with Boots potentially, because Boots hopped in the ring there in the aftermath of it. And that's saying a little bit of something. They seem to have a little back and forth and all that stuff. So that's the fight. I view it as sort of a top 10 fight in the sport right there. I don't know about everybody else, but hey, we'll see. Just want to get your thoughts on that. On Virgil Ortiz on that win, and then the potential of him taking Boots. What do you think, Dom?
I think it was good to see him back, kind of looking like how we were, how exciting a fighter he is. I'm not really sure, like, if the fight's going to happen, just because I know, like, the next day his manager was talking about fighting Earl Spence, so it was kind of like, wait, what? So,
Right.
yeah, I really hope it happens, and then also, I think they said, like, it has to be at least $10 million, so.
I did see that.
Yeah.
Man, hey, I mean, how does that make you feel, Dom? Don't that seem a little funny?
Yeah, it just, like, okay, like, if you really want to fight, they should just, like, fight. I mean, it just seems like a lot of little things they have to go through, or I don't know. It just makes you go,
I always
Yeah.
felt that Ortiz was about that action too,
Man,
Yeah.
bro. Hey, listen, man. That's why we got to make it plain and clear for the fans out there. It's like, so we know fighters individually, everybody on this panel, right? And we know that they are some of the toughest people that you could possibly meet in life, besides people who are in the military, people who, people who do just extreme things, and that requires discipline. So it's not really fair for us to say that they ducking somebody, because most of these guys got teams behind them, and everybody didn't work for a bad manager before. You know what I mean? Somebody who just didn't have it all together. They got him looking bad. I'm just gonna keep it a buck with you. I picked Ortiz to win the last fight. He did. He snuck my man, and he knocked my man into to saying grace over food. He was like, a dear Heavenly Father, I want to thank you for this meal we receiving. Hey, bro, it's a fight happening, bro. You better wake up.
He
You
woke up
feel me?
in a hug, bro. He
You
woke up
better
in a
wake
hug, bro.
up. Yeah, but no, man, I don't like that. I don't like what they doing for boxing, because Boots wore a Cowboys outfit with the lettering and all that stuff, and then they was calling each other out, and then Virgil has a fight, and they bring them in the ring, and then you set up this whole thing for you to have a fight at Cowboy Stadium and bring the fans in, and then you start funny style. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That is some funny
I
stuff.
don't want to have to get the props out tonight, but
It is on that type of tip there for real. Shout out to Coach. Let's see here, Coach Elkande. Hey, appreciate you, Coach Elkande, dropping by, showing some love. Shout out to Bella's best manager. Hey, Bella says hi. Appreciate you there, Bella. Shout out to Coach Eddie ATL, who says Ortiz ducking. Man, it's looking a little bit like that right there, Coach Eddie, or maybe not even a little bit, looking a lot like that. Like, come on, they've been hyping this thing up, and then all of a sudden we want to hear they're coming with this other stuff. 10 million. Errol Spence. Errol Spence hasn't fought in almost 3 years now, or is it 3 years yet? Why is his name even being thrown out there for Virgil Ortiz, who supposedly is trying to take over the division? Errol Spence hasn't even fought at 154 pounds. So why is his name coming up there when you got Booch right there ready to go? And hey, shout out Just Frank, peace and love, brothers. Appreciate you there, Just Frank, dropping in the mix right there, showing some love. No doubt about it. Shout out to Eudes. Eudes, hey, appreciate you there, buddy. Says salute coming into this thing. Appreciate all the love. Everybody coming in. Be sure to hit that like, subscribe. Shout out to Chase Spoon Hunter. Appreciate you there, Chase. Shout out to Unwind Pulse. Hey, let's go, Unwind Pulse. Benavidez will go drop. We'll see right here.
Yard got some power. Anything can happen in boxing, bro.
We'll see. Guys, I think Benavidez won't KO anyone ever again. Okay, you on that tip too? Hold up. We're not there yet, but we're going to get there for sure. Hold up.
That power doesn't translate to light heavyweight from super middleweight, or what's going on?
Hey, let me say this, though, back on the Ortiz ordeal. Let me say this about this, because I did watch the interview that he had with Jamel Herring. They was live. I was in the chat. And to Ortiz's credit, he did mention that, the dispute wasn't about with him. It was about with management. So just so we don't want to go out here and start calling Ortiz a duck. We don't want to start that.
Good to know. So
and I don't think that he is, but I think, you kind of like everyone could say like, oh yeah, the fighter's in charge, but in reality,
a lot of it
people,
too,
there's a lot of things going on in the background that know.
A lot of it has to do with the promotion too, because Oscar De La Hoya, he throws a lot of shots. It's kind of hard to do business with someone that roasts you, and I laugh at it. I like the clapback Thursdays, and he talks his shit. Oscar really talks his shit. So you got to think in the business world, who's going to want to do, you know what I'm saying? So it's it's a lot harder for them to make the fights when you got Oscar De La Hoya roasting their ass. You know what I'm saying? So
hey man, listen, man, I'm on the defensive side this week. Listen, Oscar is good for boxing.
He is,
Oscar De La Hoya is great for boxing.
Growing up too, bro. I enjoyed growing up to
he fought everybody. You know what I'm saying? And if that's the legacy he wants to pass down to Mexican Americans and Mexicans in general, if that's the legacy that he wants to deal, that's the direction he wants to push the sport in. I'm all for it, because we need the best to be fighting the best, so we can figure out who the best is.
Man, it gets people talking about boxing. Even those segments, some people's like, oh, he's talking shit, but hey, man, that shit's bringing attention to the sport.
Bro.
Bro.
Like be in the banana hammock.
Talk shit. Talking shit should be normal. So.
Oscar be in the banana hammock dancing the techno music, and we gonna laugh, but I'm coming for the laughs.
Hey, no doubt. And hey, here's the thing. Yeah, Oscar. Yeah, hey, he's with it, but. Here's the thing. So we want to see this Benavidez but we want to see Boots versus Ortiz. That's one of the best fights in boxing. Another one that's one of the best that just so happens to involve Golden Boy is Opataya versus Zerto, which is at cruiserweight. That's one of the best fights right there. And for some reason, that's not happening. I'm wondering, what the heck is going on, Golden Boy?
Did you guys hear the announcement with Andy Cruz and Muratalla?
Oh yeah.
I did see something a little while back. So it's official now, right?
It's official. Yeah, they got a date.
Las Vegas.
That's a damn good fight right there. Damn good fight.
I like that matchup, bro. That's what boxing. That's the fights we need as fans. We don't need no A side versus C side or B side versus D. You know what I'm saying?
That's one of the better ones right there. When you look at it from overall standpoint, that's a very good one right there.
I think I know what's going on, Josh. So look, after Bud went and knocked, he basically just took the throne, right?
Yeah,
After he took the throne and captured the flag, you know, other people's castles, they moving a bit more strategic, shall we say? They're
yeah,
strategically moving. You don't want to you can't you can, we can't just wipe out all the hope. We got to leave some hope there. You feel me? So you don't
yeah.
want to go taking your best fighters and putting them in there with somebody that's better and they're gonna lose to for sure. You give them a little time to develop, but stop it with the bullshit ass narrative. Just say, hey, look, man, he's not ready yet. He needs some more experience. There's nothing wrong with that, right? There's nothing wrong with that.
Needs another fight or two down there, up there, 154. I guess you
Yeah, you
could
know what I'm saying?
Ortiz,
Get you.
his first two fights have ended quick right there. Like I think both of them
Yeah,
one rounders at 154. If that's what it is, go ahead and say it, folks. Go ahead.
yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, but Coach Eddie of ATL, he says his team does not like style matchup similar to what Eric Gomez did with Canelo's career. So maybe it's a style matchup thing because Boots is a hell of a style to deal with. One of those that is different. When I say it's different, that means it just looks like this man been fighting all his life from a boxing perspective, and you just gotta go through some. You're gonna go through some stuff if you expect to get past Boots. And if you look at it from a visual standpoint, he just looks different when he's in there. And you got to go through some things that can make it tougher. That can make you change up. When the time is there, which is very interesting.
The way I look at this fight, man, you got Boots, complete fighter, man. Like, very slick. You got power. I'm not denying his power, but Virgil Ortiz got a different kind of power. You know what I mean? And
Yeah, the
if they
Mexican
meet up,
power.
when styles meet up, we'll find out. A lot of people say they got Boots because he's slick and he'll pull the Matrix on Virgil, and he got power too. Virgil, very offensive, just a fucking freight train, right? Fucking, he just runs through people, and I love that, man. That he's got some supernatural type of strength, bro. And if Boots gets caught with something from Virgil, could change the fight.
Man, we started with that already.
Virgil
Right.
can just outdo
Yeah, maybe.
just crack him a counter.
What's up, everybody? What's going on,
It could
man?
go either way, bro. It's a
Junior in the mix
fight,
here,
bro.
folks.
So in my opinion, it's 50-50 though. You know what I'm saying? Because it could go this way or it could go that way in that fight. You know what I mean?
Well,
Hey,
I can agree. I can agree with that. I think it's a 50-50 fight in favor of Boots. One of the things that's pretty telling for me was when I saw him there in the ring face to face. It was like, man, yeah, Boots, man, he got some size on him. I can see why you might want to just kind of like slide him to the left a little bit there. He got that size, that type of speed. We know what he can do from a technical standpoint, that footwork, that overall skill set and athleticism. Man, he's something to deal with right there. And maybe
Fight, bro.
Ortiz saw that.
I'm excited to see that fight, bro.
yeah, y'all gotta be careful though. The black fighters like to talk people into betting something. You feel me? We'll have you. We'll get you have to bet something. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you have to put something else on it there.
Yeah, be careful with that shit. Huh? They really fuck you when you lose.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Tim Witherspoon Jr. in the mix there. Hey, Tim, we were just talking about Virgil Ortiz running through Erickson Lubin, but we were mentioning someone from your neck of the woods, their old Boots Ennis versus Virgil Ortiz. What do you think about that there, Tim?
Well, the if I look at the opposition in the last fights, Virgil Ortiz had the harder opponent, and we really couldn't see that much out of Boots from that last fight. And that's just being real. So I guarantee you, Boots had harder sparring session. He had to have had harder training than his last fight. So, going off of that, I don't know. Virgil Ortiz put in a little bit more work, but maybe that might work in Boots' favor. I don't know. Who knows? I am gonna go with the Philly guy just because shit.
Yeah.
That's what we do.
I'm gonna have to go with the Texas. I'm a Tejano like Virgil. You know, I'm a Chicano, so I gotta.
Yeah, I
ride.
know. That's when when I tuned in, I knew that was going on, and then I knew.
Be a little biased on that one too, because he's from the same state too. So it's like, he's from
Yeah.
Man,
down.
y'all need to knock that shit off.
I knew probably
Hey.
Yayo was gonna say something.
Houston,
Yeah, they gotta knock it off, Tim. They gonna make me go take the belt back out. They act like I put the belt up for 2-3 weeks. They gonna make me get the belt back out again. You know what I'm saying? Y'all need to stop picking people because they Mexican, or stop picking people because they from your town. You're supposed to pick the fighter. You're supposed to pick the fighter you think is gonna win based off of the skills of both fighters. So when y'all start doing the culture stuff, then we start taking the belt off. You know, because if we being honest, man, Virgil Ortiz is he could end up just like the other dude. He like to go through the front door and don't kick it in and knock it off the hinges. He might run into a switching stance uppercut and end up on face down.
Crazy.
You can't just go through the front door.
Ernest, you never rooted for the black fighter because he was black.
Hey, I have.
I was just asking because you seem like
100%. I do.
No, I like
But
you know when
I do it.
I like him.
Let me land this. I got to tell you, you need to understand the reason why I do it is because they make it about that. When they make it about culture versus whether it's going to be about the fight, naturally, I'm going to go with I'm riding with who I think I'm going to win. Like I picked Virgil Ortiz to win this last fight, right? Based off of the talent level. Right. So I want to go with who's going to win. But if y'all start talking that trash, I'm coming with the belt.
Repping your area, like we got a great fighter from your area. Like we got Jerry Forrest. You know, we got to uplift those fighters, man, in our area, and that's kind of like our job.
I feel you on that, but also you got to keep it real. Like I'm cool with the Ennis family and everything, but the truth is that this will be his hardest fight, and we really did. I don't know who. I don't know if it was Eddie Hearns or I don't know. I guess there was something that happened with Jerron Ennis' last opponent, but that's what I'm going to go off of. And I got to keep it real with you. That wasn't enough for me to even be able to do anything but say that I'm picking him because he's from Philly.
Right. Hey, I wanna tell everybody, man, that's tuned in right now. I want to congratulate Tim Witherspoon Jr., my brother right here, man. We haven't been live in a minute, but man, my bro's been making big moves. He was just elected right now to the school board in his community. So you're doing big things. You're helping out kids. Hey man, shout out to you, bro. That he got elected in, man, with his latest.
But look, this is the thing, man. You guys were a part of it too. It all started here. The Tim and Tim show is a big part of the energy and help me be able to talk in front of a crowd, help me be able to use the skills that we did there. So I gotta thank you guys for, you didn't know it at the time, but you guys were sparring with me, especially Ernest. Yeah, prepare me for politics.
Yeah, you got
fight politics.
Be ready.
You're making moves, bro. So I'm glad I helped you as a friend to get you out of your shell and just out there and out and about. Yeah, bro, and it made me.
And if it wasn't for you. If it wasn't for you, then Mo Boxing wouldn't be getting me these gigs and everything. You really threw the layup for your brother, and I'm slam dunking it. So I appreciate you for that.
Yeah, for sure, man. We're killing it, man.
He did the same for me. Because I kind of reached out to him. I was like, can you help me? I appreciate it.
And we're all elevating each other. That's what people are supposed to do.
Yeah. No gatekeeping.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Even if they're Mexican, Ernest, even the Mexican ones, Ernest.
Oh yeah, listen, hey, I love it. I love it, fam. If y'all think the jokes is snappy on here, I could do it in person. I don't gotta Google that. The bag is deep. I love everybody. If people know that. They've seen me all over the world, fam. And I've made peace with understanding other people's cultures. It's not reciprocated enough. So when it's not reciprocated, then that feels like a lack of respect, and then I gotta take the belt off.
You making me want to give a shout out to one of our friends, Bruce Gass. Jazz and more.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fun. Oh, man, I kind of miss him having him on, and
Oh
I
yeah.
even had a guy named Blackgrass. He was cool too. He had a lot of
Yeah.
energy, and this show, man. I haven't been on lately, guys. I've been busy with. A lot of us have been busy, man, with life changes because what's going on with the
Yeah.
government, the economy, schedules, all that stuff. So now we're trying to kind of figure it out. Tim's got a new podcast. I got to get on there, and
Sure. I was
Oh yeah.
but I've been kind of manifesting what we're doing right now. I hit you up a couple of weeks ago, or I don't know how long ago. I was like, "Yo, let's do a pop-up show and
yeah, I
everything
seen
like
that. My bad.
that."
And I was working for a promotion when you hit me up, and I was
Yeah,
just, I'm working for a new one, but it's a month out. But at that time, I was doing weigh-ins and fights, and I was doing
right,
ringside. My wife had a camera this last fight, and we're kind of upgrading the
right.
media experience. I've been collaborating with Canvas Culture Media. He's kind of he's out of New Jersey. Shout out to Isaiah for short. He's been he went to school for graphic design. He's real heavy into boxing, like he's a boxing nerd like us.
Mhm.
And just same thing with him. He's at the house a lot now because his work, whatever, got canceled. A lot of federal workers, were out of work, so
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
even my window cleaning slowed down big time. So I've been doing more. You guys notice more media. I've been killing it on Instagram and Facebook, man. A lot of
Right.
fight coverage and doing a lot of media.
No,
I
that's a
still
good
need to
thing.
get out there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So what's the so you got a new podcast there, Tim? What is the info on it?
Well, I don't really have a new podcast. What I've been doing is, and it's funny that you say that. I've been putting out just a lot of content, and it's
Yeah.
really the short content of a long day of shooting. I've just been shooting a lot of film and putting together what I put together on Instagram and Facebook. But I have a meeting with a social media director tomorrow. Obviously, it's like this. Uh, I don't know how these rappers are doing all these appearances, doing all these events, and still writing every song themselves. It's
They
impossible.
ain't. They haven't
Yeah.
been for a long time.
so I found myself in a conundrum where I just don't have the time to do everything that I have to do in my life. I'm still training fighters and I'm still doing that. So my main goal is to drive interest into my gym. I want to shift from what I'm doing now and put the long form of my videos on YouTube as well. Because I have a lot of things that I do that get left out of these, and the videos that I'm putting on Instagram are a little bit too long still. Um, so that's what I want to do. Like I want to come to New Mexico and shoot a day out there, and it's basically what I do is just shoot video where I'm at and I talk to people. I'm not just out there just walking around doing nothing. I'll get in somebody's face and ask them, why are you running for school board? Or, what happened to you with a brain injury? Or, we're talking.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
that's what I want to do.
Yeah. Like, yeah. How are you a child advocate and you beat your kid and got in trouble for it? See, you gotta you play with the politics, you gotta go
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
it.
But the thing is like you learn quickly with us doing this show that you got to be fearless. You can't not ask questions. I know you guys know when you go to these events, sometimes you got to get right up in there, right on the. We're fishing for these interviews, and the interview that you want. If you don't speak up, you're not going to get it.
Oh yeah, you gotta get out.
Oh yeah, no doubt about it. Hey, you come through DC, let me know there. Let me know there, Tim.
We going everywhere. The passport's renewed,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
Let me know.
So we
We'll go
out
by
there.
some spots for
and,
sure.
and Ernest came by my place, but I didn't get to. I wanted to do so much more.
Me too,
This
man.
guy,
Yeah, me
he's
too.
he had a wedding and all that to go to, but I wanted to take you by the lake. I wanted to take you by the house. and meet my family and everything. But
Yeah, we're gonna
everything
do it. We're gonna do this all. Me, you, Josh, Skywalker, all of us gonna be able to meet
for
up.
sure. It's
Like I
meant
said,
to
I
be.
went up and met Dion Clubber D, just not
Oh
too
yeah.
long ago, and so we'll all meet up. We're gonna make it happen.
For sure.
Oh yeah, yeah, no doubt. It's going down. Salute real quick to the rest that have dropped in the mix there. We got Robert who dropped in, said Robert Jenkins that is, says El Monstro is gonna stop the heck out of Anthony Yarde. You're below a casual there. Hey, keeping it real there. Appreciate you there. We got the Bud Files in the mix. Appreciate you there, Bud Files, always coming through, showing some love there. Per usual, we got Rodolfo Rivera Jr. that dropped in the building. Appreciate you there, Rodolfo. And Technique stepped in. Technique, good to have you in the mix here, buddy. And we had Tupac. I think we didn't call out Tupac. Tupac back. Tupac back.
That's
But,
Right?
yeah.
hey, he back in the mix here.
Yeah, he's up there by
So
now.
that's what's up there for sure. Hey, but since people are bringing it up, they're bringing up that's this coming weekend. We can have Anthony Yarde, David Benavidez, light heavyweight. Of course, we know the two top dogs are better BF, at least right now, better BF, Bivol. They're not doing anything at the moment. So next in line, two who I guess are the next two top dogs in some sense. And that's Benavidez, Yarde. And you know what? I'm looking forward to this fight. I kind of have the same thinking as Ernest there and Robert Jenkins, as a matter of fact. But that being said, it'd be interesting to see what others think about it as well, because Yarde, he does have a little pop to him. I give him that. He has a little pop to put stuff together at times. But man, the Mexican monster, I just feel like, hey, he's something else right now. You know, that's just my personal opinion. He's something else, and he's not to be denied right at this point in time. He's not to be denied, and we understand certainly why Canelo wanted no props.
Man, that name gonna fade off into oblivion one of these days. That name is triggering.
Yeah, Yard's on a little run though. Again, after the Better Beef loss, I think he did pretty good.
As a UK connoisseur, I feel like I'm one of them kind of affiliates. And I pay attention to a little bit of the trend and the history and the way that these things happen. And every now and then we get a top fighter that has to fight the top fighter from England, but unfortunately that fighter is not the top 10 in America or something like that. So you get your Ricky Hatton coming over to fight, with Floyd Mayweather or something, or you get your other, I can't think of some off the bat, but they always just come just a little bit short. And sometimes you do get a fighter that does come up and win from the UK. But this is one of those situations that we've seen before where, okay, you have the top UK fighter. It's his chance. It's his turn. He's earned it. But unfortunately, he earned it against fucking Benavidez. And it's going to be a tough night.
Yeah,
I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think of a situation where we've seen that before, but all the like Khan fighting Canelo doesn't count. That's like that was crazy. But there has been UK fighters to come over to USA, and we just know that they're just not going to be able to do it.
Yeah.
I like Robert Jenkins' comment. He goes, Anthony Yarde's last fight was boring. That fight was the definition of a boring fighter. Not Shakur. Shakur has way better fights than that.
I feel you there, Robert.
Yeah, he's on 4 straight wins. You know what I'm saying? Right after the Better Beef loss, where he got stopped in the 8th against Better Beef. So, I think he's a decent UK fighter though, bro. I give him a lot more. I give him a lot of credit. But I still think Benavidez combinations, and you know what I mean, he sets those up, and I don't know. Yarde's kind of He fights in the pocket too, though. He likes to fight on the inside. Yarde does.
Which might not be a good idea.
Yeah.
Not with this
He
cat.
has fast hands, though. He unloads those combos. So
And he's already like you mentioned, he's already been stopped. I mean, obviously by one of the strongest boxers out there, but still. So he's fighting the next strongest one too.
Yeah, and not only that, and I know you're gonna go there, Ernest, but not only that, but he also, if you remember his first big test in a shot at the title, because I guess he's had 3 now, maybe it was Sergey Kovalev there when he went up against him, and he did pretty good in some of the rounds there, and then he got beat by a jab, or at least a jab is what put him down and out for the count, which is very interesting there, buddy. Very interesting.
yep.
I mean, Dom, let Dom go first. Let me see.
Oh
something.
yeah, go ahead, Dom.
I just think Benavidez is too big. I think he's gonna stop him. If I'm being honest, too big, too fast. But then I kind of don't know because like when I see Benavidez, he looks he still looks like a little heavy. So I'm not sure how his weight's going, like the weight cut. So
He's gonna find a way.
yeah.
They find a way. They tend to find a way.
But the one I think I'm more excited because I kind of feel like okay, yeah, Benavidez is gonna win, but I'm more excited for Haney versus Norman
Oh yeah.
Jr. I'm interested in that one kind of more than the main event.
He didn't look too good his last fight, and we'll see we'll see if this is redemption for Haney or.
Yeah, hopefully it's not like the last one.
We'll see. We'll see there for sure. Well, we want to get your opinion there, Ernest.
Yeah, man. Look, so if we had some people that was in here from the UK and they was hating, I definitely would take the belt off. But since we don't, let me say this: like I've always been a fan of Anthony Yarde's style. I've always been a fan. I thought he had crazy potential. I know that he was heavily influenced by Mayweather, and you can see a lot of their little pad work and stuff that they be doing, where it's like they're, the imitation thing is one of those flattery. I forgot how that saying goes, but I've always thought that he made it to a level to where he probably was the best at that weight in his country, and then there was like nobody else left there to get him over the world level hump. You know what I mean? Like I feel like not for him to leave his trainer, but maybe for them maybe to explore some more options as far as sparring, because at this point now, he's got everybody's number that trains with him. Lions in the camp or lions in the yard or whatever he says, right? You know what I mean? So, but honestly, I think that I got to give him some credit now because he's been at this weight class for a minute now, right? And this will be Davis' like second or third fight. Yarde does have the ability to counter and punch in between shots. He could actually maybe catch David, and I think that would be his best opportunity is to catch David while he's punching. That's how I could see it going. But honestly, if I'm picking the fight, I'm saying I'm taking David Benavidez by, referee stoppage because I feel like Yarde, I feel like his output isn't. He doesn't have a lot of output. He's throwing like 15, 20 punches around. And David will wind the combo up on him and do 20 punches in one setting. You feel me? And then slide out and give him some more. So honestly, I'm probably taking Benavidez by ref stoppage. You know what I'm saying? Just taking too much punishment. But for as long as it lasts, it's going to be a great fight, man. Yarde is he's a game fighter. And I'm looking forward to it. But we'll see.
Oh yeah. No, I think that's legit right there. Yeah, he's game. I think he's gonna come with it, and he's shown that he's got something to him, a little moxie to him there for sure. But you reminded me of something when you had mentioned that when you were talking about Yarde. I remember one point there was a rumor out there that he didn't spar. There was a rumor or some words out there that he wasn't a sparring type. So I would ask Tim Jr., the resident fighter out here, you know of any fighters that didn't spar?
Yes. The most famous one I can think of is Sergio Martinez.
Okay, Sergio was nice.
Yeah, he didn't spar much at all. I am a fan of whatever works for you. Works for you. Not every fighter has made it to the top the
Right.
same. Now, I don't know how you can be world class and pick up on people's reflexes without sparring other world class level fighters or somebody on that level. I have a hard time wrapping my head around how they figure that part out.
Yeah.
It's like that in Albuquerque too, man. We got gyms that believe in a lot of sparring, and we have gyms that do it in very moderate, light, technical. My gym goes pretty hard, so sometimes people give us a little criticism. You know what I mean? Because we got kids, but you as a coach, you got to keep an eye on them fighters. You know, you don't want nobody to get hurt. So, but it's all philosophy, man. Every gym has it. They all have successful stories or champions that they make. It's all whatever works, you know.
My philosophy is that you measure it out, that you calculate everything. If you need 3 days of sparring, if you could do 3 days of sparring in a row, then go ahead. But you're not gonna run every day if your body doesn't feel like running. You know what I mean? You have to make sure that you calculate everything so you perform well on the day.
Oh yeah. Hey, I'm a proponent of the quality spar, and shout out to Coach Ernesto over there at Hillscrest Gym. That's what it's about. Quality spar.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of these. You know how the NFL, they'll have these little intense 7-on-7 drills, but we see on well, not just the NFL, but just football 7-on-7 drills. We see some YouTube channels with that. And you have some sparring equivalents for boxing where it's just in there going like 100% right there for I guess the YouTube and all that stuff. I'm not necessarily a proponent of that, but quality sparring is, I think, what matters and sets things apart there for sure.
100%. No sparring is crazy.
Yeah, that is.
Man, how much better would he have been if he actually sparred, bro? Because I mean, he was a cold man. He was cleaning people up, man.
Yeah,
yeah, we spar twice a week. We do Tuesdays and Thursdays.
No, I'm talking about Lester. Like, how much better would he have been? He's like the Tracy McGrady of boxing, bro.
Oh,
if he's doing that off of pure talent.
Oh, Yarde.
No.
Sergio.
Yeah, I mean, sorry, Sergio Martinez.
Sergio Martinez.
Okay. Oh yeah.
No. And he started boxing at like 20-something
late
years
age.
old.
Yeah,
so that makes him a phenom, right?
Yeah, and I wouldn't recommend anybody try to be like him.
Well,
and then his style, he had a unique style to him with his hands down and all this. I was a big fan of Martinez. I haven't seen his sort of second run stuff because I felt like the best of him was already past him. I didn't want to see this new stuff. I think he's still fighting now. He made a comeback a couple of years or so ago, but yeah, he was always one I enjoy watching, and he had a unique little style to him. Kept his hands low, taking it back, a la Gene Tunney back in the day. But yeah, very interesting stuff there for sure. Shout out Robert Jenkins out there, even giving us the wordplay right there. He said, "Y'all see what I did right there with the wordplay? What I said, y'all gonna see Yarde gonna get stomped in the yard." Hey, that's good stuff. Stomp the yard. Let's go. Let's get it, bro.
It's on his grave.
Yeah, you know, I don't know. I don't know if I could trust another brother that have been over and let another brother paddle him. You feel me?
Whoa.
Ain't that what the sororities do or the fraternities? Don't they get big paddles and make you bend over?
I've never in one.
You got to bend over and take the stick, don't you?
Do something.
We talk about we talk about Abdullah Mason and Sam Noakes because that's his birthday.
Oh yeah, I saw somebody else dropped a comment about that right there. But yeah, that's a good fight right there for sure. Robert actually, hey Robert, coming with it right there. Abdullah Mason, Sam Noakes. I think the best step up for both of them, for those that don't know Sam Noakes, he comes in, he got a lot of power, and he knocked a lot of people out in the sport in itself. Hold on, real quick, I did want to say salute Bruce Gass. We were just talking about you, Bruce. You dropped in here. Salute their team, buddy. Bruce Gass, Boxing Jazz, and shout out to the
Terry Smoot.
Terry Smooth coming in here. Bike like Smoot. They be like Smoot.
Yeah,
Hey,
like smooth.
let's get it. But I was gonna say, yeah, Sam Noakes and Abdullah Mason. Hey, Abdullah Mason, we know he's one of the highest regarded as far as prospect of the year, probably on more than one occasion when you look at it. And man, he's come with it, and he's slowly been progressing, stepping it up right there. But Sam Noakes, not to be slept on. This is going to be the big test for Sam Noakes, no doubt. Taking on Abdullah Mason, Sam Noakes comes with power. He's a British guy, of course, and this is his step up, I think, and I think it's Abdullah Mason's step up. So it should be an interesting fight.
For Abdullah too, yeah, it's a good fight.
No doubt. Shout out to my man Mouse. Let's get it. My cousin right there, hold it down. 1937. I think that's my cousin right there. Yeah, I don't know about the 1937 piece of it, but Mouse, if you my cousin, salute to you there, cousin. If not, still, I rock with you. But yeah, what do you think about that? Noakes, Abdullah Mason, Skywalker. I know you brought that up, but man, I think it's a pretty interesting one. And I will say, I'll go ahead and throw it out there. I favor Abdullah Mason for the victory there, but I'm not sleeping on Sam Noakes.
Do you think he's going to stop him, or do you think he's going to go distance?
That I don't know. I don't know if he stops him. That's interesting. That's an interesting point right there. I don't know if he stops, and I feel like Abdullah, he's smart enough that if he runs into a situation, I feel like he's gonna back off a little bit, maybe work it more from the boxing angle, or at least he seems to have that mentally. And shout out to my man Brent Bovell. He was the referee and hey, he's taught me a ton. He was the referee in that contest where Abdullah Mason got dropped twice in there. That's a little different. He had to tone it down a slight bit right there, and he ended up getting the stoppage there. So I think if he runs into a situation where he gets caught, he'll tone it down a bit. So I'm gonna go decision. I'll go split decision in favor of Mason, but I think it's an interesting fight there.
Yeah. See, Abdullah Mason, man, he's had nothing but stoppages, bro. Just all consecutively to go decision with this guy. This guy's pretty good. He's 23-1. His first loss was his pro debut, Sam Noakes. So you lose your pro debut. So this guy he won the other 22 fights. But yeah, man, I think it's gonna be a good fight, good test. I think he'll get the stoppage though. I definitely think that Mason will stop this guy probably round 6 maybe.
Oh, okay.
6, yeah, like mid rounds. I don't say early. I think Abdullah is going to try to be patient, show some patience. He doesn't want to show that he's young and eager to get a knockout. So just show some skill. So.
Oh yeah, but no doubt. Hey, Robert Jenkins, this might be Abdullah's tough fight. I'm kind of in the same thinking because Sam Noakes is a KO artist. He is good at turning over his punches, and Abdullah been dropped by a bum twice, but at the same time, good luck and make it look easy. No, I got you there. So it might be his toughest test there. But what do you think there, Ernest?
I mean, I like Abdullah Mason, man. I also like Sam Noakes. I've never picked against either one of them in that league. For the reference point, in case I got to start cooking. But I will say this: what I like the most about Abdullah Mason, I like the way that he carries himself inside and outside the ring. That's an important factor. They make it seem like it's an important factor, so I'm gonna make it an important factor. He carries himself, the right way inside and outside the ring. He doesn't appear to be invincible because a lot of the times, a lot of our fighters, they be putting belt to ass so much it look like they can't be beaten, and people get excited when they get hit hard one good time in the whole fight, and they be like, look, you see he got stunned, right? So I like the fact that he's doesn't seem like he's invincible. He has been tested. Maybe they'll start saying he's chinny or whatever, but at the end of the day, the young man knows how to get up off the ground, and he knows how to finish well. So I'm looking forward to the fireworks, man. I could see him getting sat down again, if we're being honest. What I'm saying? I could see Sam Noakes, catching him slipping and having the ability to finish him off. He's a finishing artist as well. I think he's like 19-0 with like 17 knockouts. Both of these guys' records, their opponents' records are very comparable. It seems like they've been moved along at the same pace. Mm-hmm. So let's do it. I'm happy to have fights like this. We need more of them. This is good for the sport.
Yep. And if you lose, hey, it's not the end of the road right there. This is how you test yourself. The greatest of the greatest. Hey, they fought each other multiple times in some instances. They fought all the guys, the top guys and gals in their division and all that
Right,
stuff.
you can always pick the American. The other day, Scobie fought Azim. Did you see that
What?
fight?
Man,
Pick
I'm
Scooby.
on record. I'm on record saying Scooby was finna get. I thought he was gonna get starched
Man,
personally.
Right.
that was a perfect like fight, man. Everything was bad, bro. It was crazy,
No, man.
crazy,
Man,
crazy.
Scooby was in phenomenal shape. He was in take punches shape. You know, the type of conditioning where you can get hit hard, and if you wasn't in shape, you'd be going to sleep. But he was in a type of shape that if you get hit hard, it could look real bad, but he's gonna recover fast because he's in phenomenal shape. Like I don't like all that trash talking he was doing, and he ain't going there and try to back it up. I hate that. You want to
Man,
talk trash, you got to back it up.
it was like
He was hurt.
It was a master class, like master class.
Yeah.
Everything was
He didn't
sharp.
win a round, if you ask me. He didn't win a round. I didn't see a round that he won, actually.
But that also exposes Azim's his fighting style, and you know he has to change gears, bro. When you got somebody like that in front of you, you got to cut the ring off, and you got to change gears. You got to do something else. You know, don't throw everything at the same speed, same power.
Didn't he stop him?
Yeah, 12th round.
The last
Yeah,
final round.
and it wasn't. It looked like me that like Scooby didn't really want to continue anyway.
He didn't want that work.
He didn't want to be in there after round one.
Get the highlights. Yeah, he was some hard shit, bro. Clean ass boxing, bro. Like, man, it was beautiful, bro. That was a nice performance by Azim, bro. Like, real, like
he absorbed the kitchen sink.
Whooped his ass. Made him look bad.
Yeah, but you know he had already. You know, I think he got kind of exposed in that contest with that one cat with the cowboy hat or whatever that dropped.
The dude with the mullet.
That chin.
Yeah,
the dude with the mullet. We was watching that fight live.
We talking about ass getting kicked. My guy, man, got his ass whooped by Espinoza, Arnold K guy out of Wild Card, man. Shout out to Coach Samudio and all them. Yeah, man, they went out there. He's a warrior, man. He had a fucked up eye. His eye was all busted up.
Yeah.
And he had heart, but man, Espinoza's a force. He's a freak of nature. He's kind of like the Fundora of the featherweights. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I no longer think that Espinoza is unbeatable now. After I saw what Kagai did, I now believe that if him and Shushu was to get to it, I think Shushu might have what it takes to go ahead, and he might have what it takes to Mendoza the Fundora. You feel me? Because Espinoza, like, he was a little bit too easy to hit.
Yeah.
Well, he was taking them.
Yeah, if somebody got hard, if they can stand in there and swing with them, the bigger they are, fold them up like a lawn chair. You feel me?
That was a crazy beatdown too, man. Damn.
Yeah, it was very interesting. What did you think, Dom?
I think they should have maybe stopped it a little earlier, because I feel like towards the end, like, he wasn't really doing what the corner was asking, and I feel like he was taking a little bit of like unnecessary punishment towards the end. So I feel like in those are kind of some of the instances where I would like to see like fights stopped earlier, just to save them from themselves. Yeah,
you're right. And they were even talking to Samudio. They had the camera on the corner. He was telling them, like, I'm only giving you this or these next few rounds, and if you don't show me anything, I'm stopping it. I'm going to stop the fight. It's your last chance. So he did great coaching, man, by Coach Marvin. And but man, damn, he got his ass whooped.
Yeah, he was hitting him, and I feel like the same like what we seen before with Emiliano, like he was getting hit. So I feel if it was a different type of opponent, you never know what could happen, because he was getting like hit clean too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
he was coming in, cracking them. Just a big height disparity, it's so hard, man. That dude's like a giraffe at that featherweight.
Oh yeah,
get on the inside of him. I figure someone like a little bit shorter than him could probably, get on the inside, but they gotta have some height to him, like be above like 5'8" at least,
You gotta make an agreement there.
Guys, I'm gonna get out of here. That's I gotta hit the road. But we gotta do this again, guys.
Oh, hey,
It
no doubt
was
about
fun catching up. It was fun catching up. Yeah, man. Let's do some things. I'll see you guys on the next one.
Hell
it.
yeah.
All right, hey, we appreciate you. Tim Witherspoon Jr. in the
Alright,
mix,
guys.
folks. Hey,
Congratulations.
for dropping by.
Yeah, newly elected.
Showing some love. Oh yeah. Got to represent that right there. So we appreciate Tim coming through. But hey, I thought Kagai, he showed me a little something, to be honest with you, in terms of I knew him coming in. I've seen him fight a number of times. I felt that he wouldn't have the firepower, and it ultimately was the case to hang in there with Espinoza. But man, after that, like third round or whatever, third, maybe fourth round, when his coach showed him, hey, you need to get in there, close that distance a bit, get in there, throw those overhands. I felt he was listening. He was doing it. He landed some good ones right there. So I give him props there. He showed me he has heart to him and all of that stuff. But eventually it just became a bit too much for him just from an overall perspective. And Espinoza started to dissect him. And I think Espinoza, man, he's just going to be a tough outing for anyone there at 126, just given the fact that he's a high output 6'1" featherweight. You just don't see that every day.
Yeah, what he is, what was that the Indian fighter off of Street Fighter with the elbows?
Sagat.
Yeah, that's who he is. Cause bro, I was like, damn, bro, we doing elbows the whole fight, fam. Like, yo, listen, man, we need the referee situation. The things that are occurring in boxing right now are shameful. I mean, just downright shameful. We got people fouling people, punching them in the back of the head. Referee sitting right there watching, and then he'll go and talk to the person who got punched in the back of the head, and say nothing to the person who did the punching. Like, I'm like, what am I looking at here, fam? Like, is anybody else seeing this? Like, oh, okay. And y'all remember the fights last night, the ones that happened somewhere in Mexico. I would not have been in that arena if somebody paid me to be in there. You understand what I'm saying? That crowd seemed like it was super hostile to the opponents. Like, I'm talking about like make you nervous hostile. Like, you don't know if you're gonna make it out of the stadium type hostile. I'm gonna need y'all to get that shit together.
It was in a place I wasn't familiar with when I looked it up there. Definitely. Shout out real quick, Mighty Brooks Siberian.
Big fight coming up, Brooke, December 13th, Saturday. She's going up against Gloria Munguia for the WBC light flyweight title.
I'll be there.
Hey, much love. Shout out to Mega Soto.
Appreciate you dropping by, Brooke.
We're rooting for you, Brooke.
We got to talk to you there, Brooke. We got to talk to you. You're right. I messed it up. My fault. Sabrian. I think Sabrian be on my mind at times. But I got you there, Brooke.
Finally getting that title shot. She's been working hard for it and respect her,
I saw it out there. Hey, Brooke, hey, you did your thing last fight. Hey, we're looking forward to seeing you do your thing this fight right there. Hey, you got to talk to old Brooke right there.
That's hell yeah.
And shout out to Kat for winning WBA gold. Yes, sir.
Shout out to Cash.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. We got Kat out there doing her thing for sure. Went over there to Egypt, travel across the Atlantic into an entirely different country, did her thing. You got to give her props right there in that regard.
Yeah.
And Mighty Brooke did her thing against Kat. So, hey.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
That's what boxing's all about, man. They got respect and love for each other. So, hell yeah.
No, that's good stuff right there. So, Brooke, hey. Yeah. Kudos to you there, Brooke, for sure. Hey, folks, hey, appreciate you being here, of course. Hey, bring it to you from all over. Let's get it. Everybody here, 86 Boxing, Skywalker Boxing, Papi Junior. We got Dumb Talks Boxing. Be sure to check everyone out there for sure, folks. Mighty Brooke says Ruby Gutierrez beat Amanda Cedeo, picked up a title too. My former opponents are kicking ass. Okay, good stuff right there. Hey, showing love. Showing love. Appreciate you showing love there, Brooke. That's what it's all about right there. Paying it forward in some sense. Shout out Justice Jerome as well. But we're here talking about boxing that was going on there, or at least here this past weekend, some of the things that were coming up as well. Real quick, Robert Jenkins mentioned would like to see Keyshawn Davis and Azim next for Keyshawn and Oscar Duarte next as a co-main event, or Oscar Duarte. That'll be an interesting one there for sure. That'll be interesting. Got to see what Keyshawn does when he gets back in the mix here. He's got to get back in that flow for sure, Keyshawn. But hey, super talented, seemingly one of the guys who has up next. Got to get it right.
The DB3 brothers signed with Jay Prince, bro. I think that I just saw them. They were in Belize somewhere, and they signed with Jay Prince. So now they got somebody to pick them up. And you know what I'm saying? I've been said something like I still feel a type of way about a company dropping them based off of a little incident they had. This dude is an Olympian, man. People make mistakes out here, and other boxers and fighters and things like that have made mistakes, and you guys haven't come down on them so hard. You can't just throw away an Olympian like that over something that might, or the dude apologize. What else you want him to do, man? He's a fighter.
Something you could fix,
man, it's fixable. You don't take food off of people's plates over some stuff like that. Come on, man.
It might have been I'm with you there 100%. So I'm wondering if that's a reveal. I'm wondering if that's a revelation on other things that play with Top Rank, because that deal with ESPN ran out, and they seem to be going the sort of, I don't know what you call them, they classic TV channel route, not necessarily cable package style, but I was looking for their fight last night, the Espinoza thing. So they were on Tubi, Vizio, and
Roku.
Yeah. So that's the third one right there. So they're not on all of those style apps like Pluto TV, Amazon. I think they have their own thing. But that's interesting. I wonder if this is the route that Top Rank is going to take, as far as I don't know if they're looking for a deal or what, and maybe even dropping Keyshawn or something of that nature. Because like you said, I don't feel like, they should have dropped him over that in particular. Maybe that's something to do with some financial stuff too, but I don't know.
Yeah, that production was trash too. Now, since they out here, that production, it looked like a low budget production. You feel me? That like so. You know what I mean? Like I'm like, what type of production? Can we see the Ring Girls? Somebody said the Ring Girls, they had some T-movie Ring Girls. Like what's going on? Top Rank? But no, I don't know, man. I just think we need to hold everybody to account.
Oh yeah, no doubt about it. Good point.
Did y'all say something about the Emiliano fight?
Oh yeah, Emiliano Vargas. Oh yeah, he got another victory there. Emiliano, of course, son of Fernando Vargas, at least one of them there. And he was the co-main event actually last night on that Espinoza card, and he was tested. He was certainly tested, which is what you need. You want and need here. As you're continuing to rise up, you need to be tested. You don't want to get there to that top level per se and not have gone through some form of adversity. And this was something that took him to the limit there. What do you think?
Who do you want to start off with?
Hey, you can go ahead, Scott Walker.
Oh, I'm a big Emiliano fan. I've always seen the offense. I never seen anybody really try to fight back, once they get hurt. Or the kid's real strong. He got some power, but I seen some weaknesses yesterday in his defense. His opponent was able to get off some shots on him. It could have been somebody else. Those kind of shots can knock you out or put you out of a fight. I still think he's very talented. I think that he's got to work on some things. I seen him gas a little bit though. His output at the end of the fight wasn't too much. Above average performance, I'd say, because the first few rounds he was beating the shit out of his opponent. There was a time where we thought he was going to get him out of there, right? I don't know what round that was, but I think that I've seen better performances. This is probably his worst performance, right? You would think, because he usually shines, right? He's a kid. I haven't seen him without a bad fight.
Performance, I guess. I guess
everybody has an off day, maybe, But this guy, his opponent, I want to give his opponent credit. His opponent had some serious core, his core was strong as shit, man. He was taking a lot of punishment to the body and was able to take shots. And man, not the greatest fighter, but man, he was a punching bag. You know what I mean? He was all right. He got some shots off on him, but credit to him on being strong, bro. His core, working that core out, strong abs, strong stomach. He was fit, right? He looked like Andy Cruz. They were saying, right? It was Andy Cruz's twin.
Yeah. Dominican Andy Cruz.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But interesting. What do you think? What do you think they're done? Emiliano, I've always liked him, as far as the three brothers and all of this stuff. I've gone with him, then Junior, then Amato. But hey, I feel like it could be interchangeable in some sense. Though, what did you think their Dami's performance?
I think it was good. It was like a little bit like lackluster coming from him, like off of his 42-second knockout the fight before, and I was kind of thinking like that it should have been an opponent like that he could have knocked out, but he wasn't able to do it. And I did see he was getting like hit clean, so I feel like Skywalker said, if it was somebody else, he could have like got knocked down or something. But I see the other side, that it was good for him to go those 10 rounds just to like experience that, because he's been like knocking people out quick, or I feel like that was good for him. Maybe he was like frustrated because I know the crowd was booing him or booing them. So I feel like he was getting a little bit frustrated that he wasn't able to stop him. But I think it was okay. I'm glad he got that experience, but I feel like he should have stopped him. But it was good.
The crowd was booing. Remember? Did you guys hear that shit?
Yo, that definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
And shout out to Coach Chetting and Sunday Robles, Krill.
Yeah.
I think they were booing the other fight too.
Oh yeah, that crowd was off the chain. I'm telling you, man. That's not whoever booked that fight and put it where they put it at. Y'all need to not go there anymore. That place, you got people in the nosebleeds. You got 200 seats that are open and available that you can see from, like, what I'm saying, you zoomed out too far. Listen, y'all, I thought y'all was a professional organization. Like, y'all, seriously, y'all got to tighten that up. But listen, so I like Emiliano out of all the brothers. I like him. I think, again, much like Abdullah Mason, he presents him the way he presents him, carries himself inside and outside of the ring. It's amazing. He is talented. He's definitely a puncher boxer. But I just felt like he didn't do enough boxing in the fight. He didn't use the jab enough. Like, if he could have just kept the jab on him, the body work was crazy. The body work he did was crazy. I know they talked about him training with Canelo and learning how to double it up over there on that liver side and things like that. But I do think that he needs to switch up his variety of punches. He definitely needs to, switch up the speed and things like that. It seems like he threw everything with power. He was trying to give them ungrateful Mickey Fickies out in the crowd a show, and they didn't appreciate it. So they don't need no more shows because they don't appreciate it. Yeah, because I was like, that card was kind of it was a good card. Like, there was some talent. There was some talent on there, and it just was in a weird place. I think I seen my first Mexican Muslim out there. It was a dude dressed like Pee Wee Herman with a red bow tie in the crowd. I was like, I say, are the Mexicans even be Muslims? Like, what is going on here? Brother hustling bean pies at the boxing match. I'm just playing. Y'all don't come for me. But I mean, back to boxing though. I think Emiliano, he has a bright future. But hopefully, listen, man, y'all got to get on y'all people and make sure they ain't trying to do the Zurdo and Jaime Munguia. You got 40 cab drivers on your record and then 10 real fights or 3 real fights. So don't do that, man. That formula's dead.
No, you don't want that. You definitely don't want that right there. And hey, we'll see there with Emiliano. Maybe this will ultimately do him some good there. You don't want to get too in love with the knockouts. We saw some of that with Edgar Berlanga, got a little bit too in love with the knockout. So it's good to get some of that adversity early so you're not going in there with that expectation. And I wonder if that was even on his mind, that knockout, that stoppage. And it doesn't come all the time. Hey, some individuals out there, they're just built different in that chin category, you know. So you just never know how it goes. So interesting thing there for sure. So yeah, let me see here. So we're talking about this card coming up. Benavidez versus Yarde is the headliner. We kind of went over that piece of it. I'm trying to see who else is on this card here because it's a pretty stacked card from overall perspective. I'm actually looking forward to it. But you got Bam Rodriguez versus we have to talk about this. And Bam Rodriguez versus freaking Fernando Martinez. I think that's a pretty damn good fight right there as well. And you got two young guns ready to come up. I guess Martinez is a little bit older. Certainly Bam, one of the top in the world. And we got to definitely definitely see where he's at. Give props to him. I mean, he's got some pretty good names on his resume just from an overall perspective there. But that being said, he's going up against there with Fernando Martinez, who has a good story behind him as well. Tough dude. I believe he has less fights than Bam, but should be an interesting one there. I favor Bam. I like Bam. I think he's one of the top 10 in the world right there, arguably top 5. He may be in that top 5 there, but we'll see there. What do you think there, Papi Chun? What do you think?
Man, Bam is another one of those guys that I'm not picking against right now. Until I see otherwise. I've had my opinion about whether I thought he was, in the pound for pound top 5. We have our opinions about that, but I do think he's a phenomenal fighter. He gives us what we want to see, and I just hope that this guy can make him dig in his bag. And let's see what else he got to offer because there's some enormous matches that could be made down the line. So I just want to continue to see him progress and want to see him fight more. And let's just see. Obviously, I'm probably taking him by stoppage, like probably around round 9 or something like that. I think this guy has a bit to offer until he don't. So, but I'm riding with Bam, late stoppage.
Oh yeah.
Also Benavidez fight I'm going late stoppage there too, probably around 11.
Okay, good to go. What do you think there, Dom? Bam Rodriguez, Fernando Martinez.
I got, like you said, I think Bam wins. Maybe a late stoppage. I feel like Fernando, he is gonna actually, I know some people when they fight, they say like, oh yeah, they hype themselves up, and then when they come, they they don't really perform. And I feel like he's going to go in there and actually try to win because his title's on the line too. So I feel like it's one of those moments in his career, where he could like blast off. So I feel like it's gonna be a really good fight.
Oh yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah, I've seen him posting like, this is all like for his family. So, and I know like when it's those like really type of hunger like fighters where it's life changing, they're kind of dangerous. So, but I still have Bam winning, but I feel like Puma's gonna make it exciting.
Oh yeah, hey, props for both of them for doing that thing. Or at least doing their thing here this far, and even taking this fight for sure. There, what do you think there, Skywalker?
Yeah, that's a great fight, man. I think it's gonna be Bam's toughest fight. This is a big unification bout. This is for Pumita's IBF strap, and then Jesse Bam Rodriguez, the WBO and WBC. So it's gonna be for 3 belts. It's a big fight. Both undefeated. Both got good resumes. He's beat Ioka twice.
Yep.
We gave him the rematch, and
somebody else too.
And he beat Jerwin and Cajas.
Yeah.
Yeah, beat him twice. Jade Bornea. So
Yeah.
he's fought the
That's good names.
I think that this fight, even though Bam to me is one of the pound for pound best fighters, that we have, I think that this fight will be a split decision. And I think that this is going to be a war, and everybody's going to be like, "Whoa, we just watched Nonito and Inoue Part 1." You know what I mean? Remember that fight? It's going to be that kind of fight. It's going to be back and forth.
Be crazy.
So I got Bam winning, but I got it by split decision. So I feel like it's going to be a really good fight, and it might be the fight. We got a lot of good fights on this card. Holy shit, huh? Benavidez.
Yeah.
Fuck, man, this card. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, boxing gods.
Yeah,
Do
right.
you guys know what time it starts? Like, is it our time, like our prime time, or theirs?
Is it in Riyadh?
Yeah, but I wasn't sure if I seen that it's gonna start at 10 o'clock over there, and the main event at 4.
Usually they start in the morning here, like at 10 a.m.
Yeah,
because it's such a big ass card. So that's usually how. Remember when they did the Wilder? And all that? Yeah. So.
And in that regard, one more fight we definitely have to talk about is Haney versus Norman. Is a fight that's going to be going down as well here this weekend for sure. But I'm going to look up the time there as well, Dom, just to see what time they're slating it to start for us. I'm going to look that up. But in the meantime, while we're there, another sort of heavy implications fight. Devin Haney at 147. I guess that's where he's going to operate now, taking on Brian Norman Jr., world champion there at 147. Haney did fight Ramirez at 147, or I think it was somewhere around there. But though Ramirez probably not a 147, but Haney, he looks to be good for the weight. I don't think that's going to be an issue, whatever weight or anything of that nature. So this is going to be an interesting one right here. So I think it's going to have mixed opinions on it. Skywalker, what do you think there? Devin the Dream Haney, Brian Norman Jr., two, good boxers. I think they're both, they're going to show some toughness in the mix there. Norman, you could say the bigger puncher for sure. But that being said, man, it should be interesting.
Is the old Haney going to show up? My question, if the old Haney shows up, it's going to beat Brian Norman. But I don't know. I like Brian Norman Jr. I think that he might pull this fight off. I think that we'll see what happens. Let's see if Haney's still the same from the last Times Square card that when he fought. You know what I mean? So we gotta see. When he fought Pedraza, remember? Damn.
Oh, yeah.
So I don't know, man. We'll see which Haney shows up, and if the Haney that showed up at Times Square shows up, I got Brian Norman Jr. If you know what I mean, but the past Haney shows up, I got him winning with the boxing skill.
Yeah, that should be interesting. Real quick, so the zones will be broadcast at least will begin at 11 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. GMT, 10 p.m. KSA. So those are the times there, folk. East Coast, I like that, 2 p.m. So, okay, it's going to be an all-day affair, though. Definitely for pretty much everyone. It's going to be an all-day affair, no doubt. But I'm looking forward to it.
And see, that's the broadcast. So in the morning, they're gonna even have more fights. They be throwing a lot. They be throwing. Hard. So in the morning, they'll have before the bell. What is it, right? With the zone or right?
Oh, yeah, they'll likely have that there too. With some of those smaller cards.
10 or 9 in the morning for you, Dom. So it's a big ass card. Just keep an eye on that. It'll start in the morning for you.
Well, I mean, then I'm gonna travel to Long Beach for the Mizuki card. So I'm gonna have to have something to watch.
Have your husband drive while you're watching it.
Yeah, but I'm gonna have to also probably take like my iPad or something and be watching like both at the same time. Because over there they're gonna start, I think, at 2:30 or 3. So
okay.
Cool. East side on the LBC.
Yeah, we'll be out there.
No, good stuff there for sure. What do you think there, Dom, in that regard there, Haney versus Norman Jr.?
I feel the same like Skywalker. I feel if Haney, how he performed last, like he's good. Like to win in that fashion. So, like, I hope he shows up, like, to fight, but I know, like, he's not afraid to, like, I'm not really sure how, like, to explain myself, but like, to win, like how he won last time, it was kind of boring. But I feel like Norman's gonna bring a lot of pressure, and I hope I'm going for Norman. I feel like it'll be an upset. That's what I think.
Oh yeah, hey, and hey, that would be saying something right there for sure. Shout out to Al Rahim, Pro Se Boxing in the mix here. Appreciate you, Al Rahim. Be sure to check him out, folks. Pro Se Boxing making waves in the sport. Skywalker's even rocking a hat there. And hey, Pro Se, if you haven't heard, get to know right now. When you see that diamond, you know it's going down right there. Al Rahim, Pro Se Boxing, representing Jersey. Just good stuff right there. Al Rock. But Ernest, what do you think there? Haney, Norman Jr.
I'm happy. I'm happy for that fight. The boxing fans win on that one. Hey, y'all, make sure let me do this plug for Al Ra real quick. Yo, check out Pro Se's check out his documentary that he did, man. It's
I sent him a link because for him to come on, he had a crazy experience the other day at the WBB event.
Mm-hmm.
He showed up and they didn't want to use his service anymore, type of shit, or give him his seat. So he had a rough day the other day, and he still made connections, still connected, network, went to the fights, and I sent him a link if he wants to talk about it.
Yeah, that's it. He'll work it out. We one thing we know is that we have an ability to create things and kind of attract the things that we want out of life. So Raheem has done that for sure. You see where he's at from where he's come from, and you see how fast he's done it, and he's making moves. So, they got to get out of the way if they ain't trying to help. That's all. Just get out the way. Like don't do the hate and just slide out the way. He gonna be all right. We're gonna support him, and the people are gonna continue to support him and hear about him. They ain't got no choice. The message is out there. It's out there. So he gonna keep building. Now back to the Devin Haney and Brian Norman Jr. thing. All right. So, Dom, what you said was really, really interesting. You said that it would be an upset for Brian Norman to beat Devin Haney.
Yeah.
I kind of agree
I
with
feel
you.
like some people think, yeah.
I kind of agree with
like,
you.
Yeah.
I think Devin definitely he's the bigger name. He's the more proven fighter. And we have seen Devin put on some masterclass performances, if we're gonna be real about it. So, like, if we was to be getting the Devin that fought Lomachenko in there versus Brian Norman Jr., now we might be on to something there if Devin's fighting the way he fought Lomachenko. But Devin does have a deep bag. Now, I know people say that he's been fighting a bit apprehensive since he got beat up by somebody who was enhanced, right? He got beat up by a super soldier that was smoking weed, calling people the N-word, and doing all type of foul stuff. So, I don't know, man. Listen, that kind of feels like, we got robbed of one of our great athletes. You get beat to death damn near by somebody that's enhanced, and it takes something out of your career. But we got to give Devin credit for challenging himself, whether you like him or not. You got to give him credit for taking on the challenges, going over to Australia, fighting 2 times, and giving up the A side, for some bogus deal. Even though Kambosos was the weakest person in the division, which is why people target him. People target the weakest person in the division because they need that strap up off of him. So we know that's what's happening. But we got to give Brian Norman Jr. He can crack. He can crack. Brian Norman Jr. is not Regis Prograis. I'm not knocking Regis, but Brian Norman Jr. is not Regis Prograis. His feet are not as heavy as Regis's, and he is the natural 147 pounder. Yeah, Devin looks all chiseled and all this other stuff. You know what I'm saying? What people are saying. Yeah, he does that, but at the end of the day, he's getting ready to fight another athletic fighter and one that can actually punch. So Devin can make it. I feel like Devin can make it an easier night if he just uses his jab and uses his range and his boxing technique because he does have the skill. But I'm not taking anything away from Brian Norman Jr. when I'm saying that. I just think that if Devin gets tired and he's not able to keep his distance and manage distance properly, I think Brian Norman Jr. might clip him. I'm just gonna be real with y'all. I honestly I think that if for my pick, I'm probably riding with some sort of late stoppage for Brian Norman Jr. The only way that I see Devin really winning is for him to put on the masterclass boxing performance, which he does have the skill to do. If he can get back in that bag, and if his listen, I'm gonna know by round one. If Devin's punch resistance is good and he's shooting a jab out and he's active, he might make it look easy, but
It's an interesting fight. It's like, man,
yeah, it's
Oh
tough.
yeah, no doubt about it. Shout out to Al Rahim in the building. Pro Se Boxing. What's good with you?
What's going on? What's going on, y'all? Salute to the panel. How y'all doing?
Doing good, man. Who do you got, man? You got Haney or Norman Jr.?
Man, that's a good one, man. I'm kind of stuck, man. I'm like, just like Papi Chunyayo said, I got to see the first round, man. I got to at least, because it's an interesting clash of styles. I mean, I could see scenarios where both of them can win.
Oh yeah.
But this is Devin's first time fighting a real live, young, athletic, strong welterweight. And for some, I mean, I feel like Brian Norman is hungry, man. I feel like he has something to prove, and it should be interesting. We'll know. I think I'll make a determination after the first round. I'll make a determination after the first round. But what's going on with y'all?
Oh man, we finally got together, man. It's been a minute.
Yeah. Miss Dom, I don't think I ever had the pleasure of meeting you. How you doing?
I'm doing good. Yeah, but we all been busy. I feel like I've been playing too much Fortnite.
Okay.
I'm like,
Where are you from?
California.
Okay, you're in Cali.
She's my teammate. She's with Mo Boxing.
Oh, okay. She's part of the team.
She's
Okay.
media. She's like just like me, man. She's my counterpart, and she'll be going to the 360 fight this coming weekend. So
nice. Josh, what's up, baby? Listen, man. I'm trying to put together something in the DMV with the WBB. So
okay,
I'll keep you posted.
Hey, yeah, get at me. Moves is being made right now.
All the gloves.
Yeah, you might have to act as a supervisor, man.
Hey, let's get it. Hey, definitely hit me up. Hey, we got each other info. We can make some stuff happen there. Making some moves on the back end.
My man.
Dom makes some gym visits too, Raheem. She knows a lot of fighters out there in LA, man. She's out there.
Yeah.
Listen, tell them all I'm looking for them. Tell everybody I'm looking for them.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, everybody new Pro Se gear. Tell us about your experience yesterday for the WBB event.
Oh man, listen, bro. I had negotiated a deal with a particular fighter and his team for him to fight for the WBB title, right? I'm gonna try to keep it classy, right?
Ooh, don't burn the bridge.
No, I don't do that. You know what I'm saying? At least not over the internet. But anyway, so they reached out to me, and their fighter is definitely credible. He was worthy of the shot. So we negotiated the situation, and I would say the fight was Saturday. So they reached out to me like maybe Monday. They finally had worked out all the details, so I thought. And they sent the money that we agreed upon. And I asked them, I said, yo, is everything good? They said, yes, everything is cool. We got everything straight. I said, all right, cool. I'll see y'all Saturday. I'll be down there. Now, mind you, I live in North Jersey.
Yeah.
I live in Irvington. Atlantic City is roughly, it's about 2 hours, give or take. It's probably about an hour and 45-minute drive for me.
Okay.
But all through the week. And mind you, I had a new belt made for this event. So which I done like a month ago. So I drive down there. Me and my cousin, we drive down there, right? They set us up with the VIP parking at the venue, so that was cool. When I walk into the venue, you know, they have like a credentials desk, and it's a particular lady. I understand she's like a, a prominent matchmaker in this area. So when I walked in, you know, she says, "Who are you?" You know, real short. And I said, "I'm Al Rahim. You know, I'm with the World Boxing Bureau. I have a title fight tonight. My name should be on the list." So she says, she looks at the list. She says, "Yes, I see your name on the list, but there's not going to be any title fight tonight." I said, "Well, you know, I spoke with the promoters team, the boxers team. You know, they paid for the fee. I mean, they paid for the belt. So what's going on?" She was like, "Well, there's no fight. Nobody ran it by me. I'm the matchmaker, and nobody ran it by Larry Hazard, who's the New Jersey commissioner. There's not going to be a title fight." I said, "Well," she was like, "Well, I need to call this person. I'm not going to say her name. I need to call this person and see what's up." So I pulled out my phone and called the person, gave her the phone, and she's like, "Listen, there can't be no title fight tonight. I didn't know nothing about it. Larry doesn't know nothing about it." So she kind of like, it's almost like she's bullying the girl. She's like, "Well, they are on the list for the VIP, but what you want me to do with them? Because they not, you know, they shouldn't be in the VIP." Like, she was basically even kicking us out the VIP. So, you know, I'm standing there and I'm trying to be cool. And I say, you know, I asked the lady, "What's your name?" And she tells me. And I was like, okay. So the person from the promoters team was like, "Well, yeah, I could give them complimentary tickets. They can go to Will Call and get tickets." So, you know, at this point, I'm like, I'm fuming, bro. But, you know, I keep it cool. And so, you know, we go to Will Call, we get the Will Call, the tickets aren't ready. We have to wait like maybe 15, 20 minutes for them to bring the tickets. We get in the venue, they gotta sit in this, you know, this complimentary area, which was a no-go. You know, you guys haven't really been to fights with me, but I managed to get ringside, me and my cousin. Let's just say that. And so I'm ringside, and you know, I met some good people. I met a guy who has like he works with like helping companies brand, and they got some ideas where they're trying to bring some fights and stuff back to Atlantic City. So I spoke with them. I met a guy who owns a wireless company, and they seem to be interested in, I'm not gonna say doing business, but they seem interested in having some further talks with me. So that was good. So I got to politic a little bit. And let me rewind a little bit. So when I got inside the venue, I made my way back to the fighters first, to the dressing room. And when I got back there, I mentioned to the team, I said, "Yo, there's not going to be a title fight tonight." So I explained to them what happened. They like, "What? Nah." I said, "Well, that's what it is, bro. Like, I don't know." So I was like, "Look, maybe you could talk to the promoter, see what's going on, da, 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 da." I got my phone with me, so if you hear something, call me. I'll come back and see what's up. But long story short, nothing happened. So the title fight didn't happen. You know, I stayed and watched a couple fights, and I came home. So that was that. Yeah. But, you know, it was a lesson learned, too, because, you know, a lot of times with me, I just jump into things and I kind of learn on the fly.
Yeah.
And one of the things that I learned from last night is, you know, when I'm going into these title fights, I need to take it upon myself to double check with the commissions and
Right.
you know, so
Yeah.
so I did, you know, I will do that moving forward, but they didn't handle the situation properly. You know what I'm saying? They didn't handle the situation properly. And on top of that, nobody offered me an apology or my bad.
No, you
Nothing.
ain't finna get no apology, fam. Hey, listen, man. I'm glad you brought this up because I just happen to remember a situation, Skywalker.
Yeah.
Whereas, hey, do you know who my brother is?
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna go any farther than that, but and that same name that Raheem mentioned was also mentioned in that situation,
Oh,
and it
Larry
just
Hazard.
seems like the old money and the old muscle is still operating the same way they've always operated, and if you're not in, you can find yourself getting talked to a certain type of way that they ain't not going to smooth it over at
Right,
all. They just going to
right.
say how they feel about it. And if you're not the type of person that's used to or know how to deal with a person like that, you can find yourself getting blackballed out of a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
if
you
you
have really
respond a certain type of way.
But you know what's funny, bro? It's like when she was telling me it wasn't a title fight happening, it was almost like she felt good saying it. Like she felt good telling me, you're not.
Yeah,
No,
she said
you
it
know
in the
what she
chat.
had to. You know what she told me. You know what she told me. She said, "When you go in there, don't pull that belt out." I said, "Okay." When I went up there, you know me, I got the belt out ringside. People taking pictures with the belt, everything. Like you gonna tell me like what I can't pull out? It's like it's my belt. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
So she just had a real
similar situation with me. Last year, I went to a Jaime Munguia fight, and Top Rank was supposed to be good. All this credentials for the weigh-ins. Once fight night happened, they didn't have no fight night credentials, so I had to buy a floor seat. So shout out to Jose. He bought one of my tickets, and then I got the other, right? And they put me up right by Bob Arum, bro. I was sitting with Michael ringside, right? So, and I'm still doing media. I got my microphone. I'm walking. I see Mark Chinook. Get an interview with him. Get an interview with Steven Navarro after his KO win. So I'm still doing my media, bro. And it's because Telemundo took my spot, bro. A big ass network.
Right.
Skywalker. We got Telemundo seat. So Skywalker could buy his own seat, right? But
you know, it's funny.
Media was in the back. I was
funny.
in the front doing better media. You know,
it's funny because you know, like you know, in these boxing spaces like that, like I'm like a newbie, right?
Yeah.
But at the same time, you know, you got to find a balance in between being professional and not kissing ass,
right?
And you know, getting your respect. So that's the place I find myself in, you know, and you know, I be looking at people sometimes like, yo, if we were someplace else, you wouldn't talk to me like that. You know what I'm saying? You wouldn't talk to me like that. So you know.
No, Raheem, look, bro. Hey, the thing is they will. I'm telling you, man. I don't want to. I'm not even gonna sit here and tell a bunch of stories tonight, but I got some stories for you dealing with Jersey people because I worked that area and the stuff that I was doing was life saving stuff that dealt with cancer. So I've had to talk to people in a certain type of way. They ain't know I had it in me, and I'm just like, hold up, I said, bro, you not even qualified to be having a conversation with me right now.
Right.
You know,
but you know, like, go ahead.
Yeah, no. You know.
My thing is like, you know, a lot of times, like I was pissed yesterday, bro. I mean, I was on fire.
Oh yeah, I bet, bro.
But you know, it's like, you know, when I sit back and think about it, like I said, it was a learning experience for me because you know, I need to step up and be more thorough and check these guys. But you know, to be honest, bro, it's a lot. Everybody knows I'm a one-man army, bro. I do everything myself, so it's a lot. But I just have to step up when I have these things. I just have to double check some things and make sure everything is in place before I even extend myself. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah.
But you know, I get motivated sometimes when I go through stuff like that. It only motivates me to just do more. You know what I'm saying? So I'm quite sure we'll see each other again. You know what I'm saying? We'll see each other again.
You need an assistant, fam.
I want to wish Donito Donaire a happy birthday, the Filipino Flash.
Shout out to the champ. Shout out to the champ.
And Nonito, he's out in the Philippines training for another fight. Or I don't know if it's a defense. He's like the WBA regular champ at bantamweight. And even when Nonito's fight, bro, I was in Vegas one time, bro. Imagine you spent all that money. I drove 8 hours to Nonito, man, to Vegas.
Yeah.
And he got pushed to the Spence Crawford card. So here I am there for the Frank Martin card. I'm just chilling. We were watching the fight. He hit out from the media. You know, he hit out in a little restaurant. We had Ugas with us. And
nice. And yeah, and you know, I got to plug Pro Se while I got you guys here. We got new Skywalker has new Pro Se merch in New Mexico. I got some new Pro Se pro fighting gloves coming, some 8 and 10 ounces for professionals. You know, Pro Se is a brand that's approved in several states for professional competition. And I got some new boxing outfits as well. I'm gonna have everything on sale for the holiday season. So if y'all out there, y'all need some boxing merch, whether it be trunks, boxing outfits, gloves, y'all get with Pro Se.
Nice, really good quality.
Oh yeah.
He
Show some of that. Look at that
flavor, and they got extra support on the wrist, kind of like
man.
gloves.
Talk to them.
They got really good cushioning. You guys can see the cushioning through there. But man, a lot of the kids in my community all rock Pro Se. So if you guys want a high quality pair, save $100 than buying Cleto. come get at me. I have them from 150 to 180, and I have non-leather for $75. But
Yeah.
hit genuine
Also,
leather.
too, I want to say thanks for plugging the documentary too. I heard that.
Oh yeah, and your
Yeah.
documentary. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Boston a worker, man.
Yeah.
Man, like I said when I wrote my review, man, it's kind of like it goes full circle because I've watched what you've done. I've seen from what I've seen here, and to see it all put together, in that type of way is actually it's incredible to see. I hope a lot more other people take control of their actual story and go ahead and put it in digital space so that the record is there.
Yeah. The reason why I did it is because a lot of times, you have conversations with people and you can kind of explain what you do, but it's another thing to actually see it. So I wanted to have something where I can actually, a person can actually see what it is that I do, from the gloves to what I do in the community, the boxing truck, all that kind of stuff. Even with fashion, like I put boxing outfits and stuff on a major fashion show, Atlantic City Runway. I mean, who else does stuff like that? So, like I said, I just wanted it to be. I want people to be able to see it visually. So yeah.
No, that's good stuff right there. Representing there, Pro Se Boxing, doing the thing.
Yeah,
Funny thing, I just saw.
All my friends, he's the biggest hustler, man.
Hey, that's the way to do it.
Yeah, man. I listen. I get so much love in New Mexico. I was telling Skywalker, man, I'm gonna have to come out there and do a meet and greet, man.
Yeah, you got
shake some hands and
you got
some babies, bro.
You got whole clubs with your gloves.
Yeah,
man.
I know, and I appreciate it, man.
And they all. I give them the Pro Se hooks it up too, because I don't really I try not to make a lot, no profit really. What I do is I put it back to the kids. So I got all my kids outfits or free.
No, but listen, every time I provided a gym with the outfits, the boxing outfits. I've also every time I send something out there, I always send stuff to give away. Whatever I can muster up to give away to whoever Skywalker wants to.
I'm gonna bring. Hey, give me those Jordans out of the top. I got sponsored by a shoe store, and they're called Rio Retros in Rio Rancho, New Mexico. So they donated a pair of Jordan Atomic Orange 10.5s. I got a raffle going on, and we're gonna do it December 24th. I'm gonna do a live announcement on my social media, and it's $10 a raffle ticket or 3 for $25. And I'm gonna do the virtual wheel. Remember how I used to give away pay-per-views?
Oh, yeah.
Remember that? Remember
that's good.
For Fight Club, remember that? And on the wheel.
That's good.
So I'm gonna do that. It's a raffle. All the money goes to the Duke City Underdogs. The Cash App tag is $DC Underdogs, and it should say Frank Armijo.
Nice.
It goes straight to the gym, and you'll be entering the raffle. And if you're in Albuquerque, you can donate in the gym. I'm going to show you guys the Jordans real quick. And shout out to Rio Retros. They got a lot of custom shoes, a lot of used, new. You know what I mean? It's a pretty cool shop, man. They got some dope shoes.
Yo, did y'all talk about the Benavidez fight yet?
Yeah, we did chat about it. What do you think on it?
Who y'all got? Let me ask you a better question. What round does he stop Yarde in?
I think the referee gonna stop it.
Right. Yeah. What round?
Probably. I'm going
9.
I'm going 9 to 11.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was saying between 5 and 7.
Interesting. Yeah, could happen.
So these are donated by the shoe store. They're Jordan 1s, Atomic Orange, size 10.5, and they're super clean.
Oh wow!
Hey, they better be clean if they new.
Yeah.
What you mean?
Yeah, you got 10.5s fresh in the box, and yeah, you guys, the shoes are worth. These shoes right here are worth over $300. They're like $300 to $500.
Oh, that was nice, bro. That's nice.
Yeah. They're fresh.
They're not like I usually buy Jordans that are like $150. I'm a cheap ass. I look for the deals, but these are expensive. These are like $300 plus.
Nice.
I seen Tevin Farmer. He had posted about these shoes at Walmart. I forgot what they're called, AVL or something. But he posted on his, and they're really nice. I went and bought some.
Yeah, I used to wear AVL.
Yeah, he influenced me. I was
I'm talking about back in the 80s, though.
Yeah, they look nice.
Yeah. So look, let me ask y'all some questions. Can I ask y'all some questions?
Yeah, go for it.
So, being that I feel like, this channel and what you guys do every Sunday, I feel like it's grown over the last year. You know what I mean? So even with like your individual channels and stuff like that, what are you guys trying to do or improve for next year? Like, what is like the resolution or the projections, or what would you like to do with your stuff?
Yo, look, that's that
Good question.
question. We're gonna have to answer that question offline, fam, because
Oh, okay.
you get what I'm saying? Like, because
Right.
we got some stuff that we be working on, and we know
Right.
that there are people out there that they don't got that creative bug. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Right.
And if we put it out there and somebody can execute it beforehand,
Mm-hmm.
that's bad for business.
Okay.
But
Okay.
but you
I know.
see
No,
we
I'm talking
growing.
about goals. You want to talk about goals?
Yeah,
How about
like like what enhancements are y'all planning on doing for the show, or you know what I mean? Like, do you guys foresee yourself doing more promotion and stuff like that?
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
gonna I've been doing this. We've been doing it for years, man. So I'm gonna stick with it. I'm doing more community. I'm doing more for the kids, man. Like my whole focus is to help kids, right? If I can, well, hey, that's awesome. I want to do it. So I'm right now. My focus is on amateurs and professionals, but I am doing a lot of community. Like anytime we throw fights here in New Mexico, I'm the go-to media guy. That's like my, I'm up there, man. In media, but my goal is actually outside of media. I want to be a matchmaker, bro. I want to take it to the next level because all the connections that I've made, I could put fights together, bro. I can connect.
Mhm.
If you're a promoter, I can fuck it, yo. I could be your man.
There you go. There you go. I like it.
Make money, bro. I want to get out of window. I'm a blue collar guy. Try to get out of window cleaning, matchmaking, media. I'll even stick with the media because it's always been a hobby for first and foremost.
What about you, Josh?
Oh, hey, you know what? Yeah, I'm trying to make some different things happen, keeping things official, super funky, as they say. I just got just got everything. I'm still in the process of finalizing something. Got everything situated from an LLC standpoint.
Right.
So looking to take things major. You know what I'm saying? Ideally, in a perfect world, I get into the broadcasting aspect. We'll see how it goes. But if you go by my website now, 86boxing.com, folks, if you haven't been there, I've got a capability sheet up there showing all the things that we're capable of doing. And I'm working with my partner. She has a business, Choice Habit. So we're doing some consulting related stuff. So going to be busy just focusing full time on that. It's going to be Choice Habit, 86 Boxing. That's the goal. So we're helping out in all realms.
You need to start a boxing Jeopardy show with all that knowledge you got, a history of boxing.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying?
Might have to do something like that.
We have a game show every weekend online. You know what I'm saying? What about you, Miss Dom?
I kind of just want to be more out there, like in the community as well. Like I have a couple of gyms that I'll go to their events, and but I like to go to more of my community, and I kind of want to take a photography class to like maybe get into like boxing photography too. And it seems like something I would like to do. Yeah.
Nice. I know Mr. Yayo got something cooking. Like I said,
Yo,
we have to discuss that offline.
I'll give you a little just a tad bit because it's a lot. It's a lot. But I really enjoy the idea of connecting people with the appropriate sponsorship that they can grow with, right? Because I feel like we've seen something recently where Coco Golf, got the Mercedes sponsorship deal, right? And I feel like things like that haven't been happening enough for people in America, certain types of people in America, if you get what I'm saying, right? So I have some ideas about connecting some of the type on some Tulsa Black Wall Street type stuff. Whereas I'm taking some businesses that are worth something and they can actually attach their brand to this athlete who is conducting themselves the right way.
Listen, not only athletes, but up and coming sanctioning bodies. I need that type of help myself. So we definitely need to talk.
Yes.
Yeah, man. So yeah,
That's just one aspect.
Right. Listen, man, I think you guys, if y'all stick with what y'all doing, even with this Skywalker, I asked Skywalker the other day, I said, yo, you doing a show? Like, what's going on? Like, I feel like y'all could really make a mark with this thing. You know what I'm saying? Because, I watch a lot of boxing channels sometimes, and sometimes you could hear the biasness and the favoritism. That doesn't exist here. You know what I'm saying? So I think y'all in a good space. I think y'all got a good mix of personalities and history and knowledge, and y'all generally good guys. So and good women. So I think the show has potential. I want you guys to stick with it and just take it to the next level.
Oh yeah, no doubt about it. Appreciate that right there for sure. Definitely gonna look to do that. No doubt about it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You see, whenever I see or I got time, I'm not doing something, I always pop in, even if I just salute to the channel and
bro. Yeah,
I always try to come in.
Yeah, and you support you, man. Like I said,
no, because you guys support me. It works both ways. You know what I'm saying?
We got a world champion in Pro Say. What do you think about that? And
oh man, yeah, man, that's crazy, right? Hey, listen, congratulations to Kat.
Oh yeah,
she did that.
Yeah. Man.
Hey, yo, maybe you know what you guys should do? Y'all, if y'all get a chance, y'all should maybe get her on the channel and play it back and watch it, because a lot of people haven't seen it. I know I haven't.
Oh yeah, I haven't either.
Link. I'll put the link in the chat. Can I send it to you, Josh, real quick?
Yeah, you should. You should watch it with her though. Have her on the channel.
Yeah, we can't do it right now.
Yeah, we could do a separate show.
That's what I mean, like a separate show. Yeah,
geared towards that. Yeah.
Because I mean, look, man, she's a WBA gold champion. That's big.
You guys got to see that fight, and we'll share it because you won't get a copyright on that one, I believe.
Oh, here goes Skywalker.
We're good. It's one of those kind of fights I would stream for all the homies, But
Skywalker roll the dice and get that strike.
Skywalker, man, listen, he'll push the limit.
Maybe we can do it official. I get with my guy Jim over there for fight night scores. We can do a live scoring as well.
Oh, that would be perfect, please. Because
why not? Let's do that and make it a thing for sure.
Listen, and you know what? Listen, fellas, I had another thing too, man. For as far as the WBB goes, I had a good conversation with a guy who does fights in Nigeria.
Oh yeah.
So you may see the WBB in Africa at some point. This guy is he's like the Al Heyman type of Nigeria boxing. Like, he's not seen or really out there, but he's the guy. You know what I'm saying? And him and I, we had some good conversations, and me, him, and actually Leon Muhammad.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
No, they're making moves over there for sure.
Yeah, them Nigerians, they got Gab. They've been talking.
Amir Khan just had a show over there, and he's gonna do another one. I know.
Yeah.
Nigerian princes been talking to people out of their bread for a minute.
There's
Raheem. I gotta get with you for sure. I'll be hitting you up.
Yeah, man.
He does reels, man. He sends me collabs, so I trip out the fighters that are interested in your titles, bro. You got Curiel, Curiel. We had him on the show. The minimum weight, Samurai.
And he always hits me up, Skywalker, all the time. He want to fight for the belt.
Remember, he fought Nachinga.
You know what it is too, Skywalker? Like, I'm not trying to be cocky, but a lot of people like the aesthetics of my belts, like the way they look. They're attractive. So,
he was a WBC champ at minimum weight, and then Nachinga came back and took his strap.
Yeah, he could definitely vie for a WBB title. You know what I'm saying? You would love it. Love it. You know,
he's got quality fighters interested, man.
Yeah, I do. Hey, I had a conversation. What's the guy that got signed by PBC? What's my man's name? I was telling you, Skywalker, the little Spanish kid.
With
he's
PBC.
With the curly hair?
Yeah, what's his name?
Gabriel? Was it Gabriel? Gabe?
What's his last name?
Mendoza? Is it Mendoza?
It might be. He signed with PBC not recently.
Yeah.
But me and him been talking in the DM. I'm like, look.
Whoa, you're talking about my guy from New Mexico, bro.
No.
He's talking about
or is it Abel Mendoza?
Mendoza.
That's who I'm talking about. Abel. Abel
Yeah, I always
Mendoza.
call him Gabriel for some reason.
Yeah, me and him was talking in the DM. He was telling me, I seen his record and stuff, and I'm like, oh, okay. I said, look, man, talk to your team about fighting for the WBB. He's like, yeah, I will. You know what I
You know
mean?
who's
I don't know if he
interesting,
will.
bro? And he's got a lot of popularity because of remember the guy that played in Empire, the one that got beat up supposedly, and it was a hate crime.
Yeah.
Jesse Smollett.
Jesse Smollett.
Schmole.
Those twins, they box, and one of them follows me heavy. Abel Osundario, and he's interested in fighting for the WBB strap, and he's a good fighter though. He is actually.
They said it was. They said he was. Them boys was putting. He
was in that documentary. You know the guy that was talking in the documentary on Netflix, Raheem.
They was loading Conor Ben's eggs up on the side.
Yo, he got a following, bro. He's on Instagram, bro.
Yeah, he talked about fighting for the WBB.
Yes, bro. He be in your shit all the time, dude.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Hey, if you soak the egg in the steroid juice,
200
Juicy Smollett, huh?
244K. Osundario got it. He's from Dallas. He wears cowboy hats and shit. Fucking beats people.
That documentary was wild.
Yeah.
Did you see that documentary, Josh?
No, I haven't seen it. I know about the story though. I know about what happened.
Well, you gotta watch that
He likes
documentary,
shooting, bro. He likes guns and shit. Look, he got an AK. Look,
no, bro. Hey,
that's a cowboy.
that's Jesse Smollett's best friend.
Oh, come on, man.
Yeah, he got paid for it.
No, you can't tell me otherwise. I know when I see it.
Hey,
You can't tell me otherwise. There's some dudes that get in the boxing because they just want to get in the clinch.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
Come clinch.
Listen, for the record, the World Boxing Bureau does not discriminate against You gotta put the copyrights out there.
I ain't hating on them, but I'm just saying there's some dudes that join boxing just so they can get in the clinch. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
They've been having to throw hands their whole life, so they said they might as well make a sport out of it.
hey,
Wow.
might as well.
Yeah.
That's
Some people's fans is like that too.
You trip there. You trip there, Papa.
Man, come on, Tank. Why don't you clinch a little bit more, man? I'm sick of this. You always knocking people. Why don't you clinch a little longer?
Hey, maybe he can get that belt on him though. You know, get that belt on him.
Man, Tank, why you let that girl from Vegas do your hair, man? You let her do your hair and you ain't clinch with me like that, man. Come on, fam. You supposed to bring it in when we dap up.
I tuned into your show you had the other day, man. It's keep them morning shows going. I used to miss those. I miss those shows.
Yeah.
Listen to him at work, man, in the morning every day. That's my brother G5 gave.
Man, we need that title shot in Atlanta, fam. We got to have the fight in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? After party at Tyler Perry's, cuz.
Well, you got jokes.
Yeah, man. But man, I think next year is gonna be a good year, man. I really do. I think it's gonna be a good year.
Oh yeah, no doubt about it.
Yes,
Hey, like going down. Hey, we certainly gonna be in contact, you know, because they continue to make moves this year.
And see, this is the thing. Like Dom, you out there in California. Josh is in the DMV. Ernest, you in Virginia, right?
Yeah, I'm down in Hampton.
Right. See, this is the thing about the WBB, right? Like the way I have it arranged, like I can appoint like supervisors for fights. Like if there's a fight in New Mexico, I can say, you know, Skywalker's going to be the supervisor. If it's a fight in California, I can say, listen, I'm gonna send the belt to Dom. She's going to be the supervisor for the WBB for the bout. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with the DMV. So that's why I like having like, you know, connections with people in different places. So I can, you know, extend that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? I got some ideas I want to do with like when I do get sanctioned, when I sanction a fight, like I got an idea like to include like a fan participation where, you know, me and a promoter agree, like if, you know, I'll have a fan come sit with me to supervise the fight, like they get to watch it ringside and, you know, present the belt. I got a lot of ideas or whatever, but you know, I got to stop dealing with these janky ass people.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no, I feel you there for sure. I'm gonna get at you though, for real. Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure.
We got a lot of work that goes down out here this way for sure.
Yeah. You know, I'm tapped in with the Upton team with Coach Calvin and Kenny and all them.
Oh yeah,
Coach Rodney. I'm tapped
yep.
in with them.
I was
Those
gonna
my guys.
mention. I saw Coach Rodney. He posted something the other
That's
day.
my boy. That's my
I saw a
boy.
video of him. He said Pro State showing some production work.
That's my boy, bro. He
Oh,
support crazy. All the fighters that he coaches, like head coaches.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Amari Smalls, that Titus Ash kid, they all wear Pro
Oh
State,
yeah, yeah.
bro.
Yeah, my
They all
gym's
wear
got a
Pro
lot
State.
of pro saying if you go in my gym, huh?
Yeah. They loaded out there in New Mexico.
We're known for killer kids, man. My gym got like a fuckload of killer good kids, man.
Yeah, and I designed them some uniforms out there in New Mexico too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I designed some uniforms for them.
We got quite a few kids, man. Believe it or
Hey,
not.
Skywalker, you better tell Raheem about how that is out there. Hey, Raheem, I used to hoop out in Albuquerque for the Air Force squad,
good,
man.
bro.
We went out, they'll smile at you a little too strong out there. Some strong smiles.
Yeah. Yo, you used to hoop, bro? Used to play basketball?
Yeah, I've done, man. I played football, basketball.
I didn't know that. Hey, yo,
Yeah, I've
listen,
done
a lot of people
stuff.
don't know. Like, that's what
Done
I
a lot
grew
of
up
stuff.
playing.
Yeah.
Hey,
I
some
was a ball
people
player.
come from big cities, bro, and they trip out on the crime in our city, bro. I'm not even fucking with you, man.
Yeah,
I don't know if you remember cops back in the day. It's still like it's way worse than that now.
Man, listen.
That shit was chill back then. They had those episodes.
Yeah.
Of you guys see Albuquerque in.
Y'all need first 48, cops, CSI, Albuquerque,
You know
FBI,
what?
Albuquerque, fire department,
I don't
Albuquerque.
believe in videotaping like mentally messed up people. And then back in the day, I used to think, oh man, let me post this shit, or whatever. But now, but bro, I'm every day, dude. I got weird motherfuckers. This shit's a trip out here. That fentanyl and meth, bros, made people into something else, man. So it's a different drug from what we grew up. It was what, cocaine. So that was like the most hardcore, that and heroin. This shit's worse.
God
Yeah.
damn. Skywalker gonna have the DEA. You gonna have the DEA kicking our door down.
I grew up on the border, bro. I grew up in a drug capital, bro.
We ain't got. Hey, listen, if y'all listening, we ain't got no drugs.
You guys are seeing ICE. I grew up with fucking ICE and border patrol.
Listen. I got to get ready to get out of here, y'all. I got to take another call but listen, it's always a pleasure, man. Anytime y'all need me, I'm here. Keep doing y'all thing. Miss Donna, glad to finally meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Listen, man, we locked in, so we definitely gonna kick it again. Y'all stay up. You heard?
Raheem,
my man. All right, take care, y'all.
Appreciate you. Yeah, hey, good stuff right here. Just in general, as a matter of fact, I know we've all we've chatted. I think we've covered pretty much all the majority of the boxing matchups that are going to be in the mix there. We got, of course, Harlem Eubank, going to fight, all that good stuff. But for the most part, we've covered the major ones, so it should be an interesting thing. I will note that I believe we're supposed to be doing a live with Ball and Bud here on Wednesday, as a matter of fact, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Ball and Bud's on Wednesday with Omar and Dion. And then I also have an author that she's going to be coming on next weekend. Her name is Monica. She lives in New York, and she just came out with a book called Still Victories. It's out. Josh purchased the book, but her father, and this is something up our lane. I haven't told Ernest about this yet, but I thought this kind of touched home. So a lady sent me a message and said, "Hey, I dropped off a book with one of our former coaches. He's at another gym now, and I haven't picked up the book yet. His name's Coach Paco." So she knew the gym because her sister's going to a gym out here because her father was a U.S. Army 4-time champ, I believe, or 4. I don't want to be mistaken, but a multiple champion. And he fought in the war. He went through racism, a lot of crazy stuff. He worked. I believe he got injured in a steel mill. I believe it's when he got out the service too, after the military and boxing, and he fought a lot of different kind of fights, so she wrote a book about honoring her father, and she knew that I was a paratrooper, and I'm into boxing, so she thought that the book would, and plus I do media, so that's why she reached out to me. So I thought this would be up our alley because it's about a veteran from the 1940s. African American, and during times where they weren't given a lot of credit or shine. So now she got this book to give her father credit, and
We need to interview her.
legacy. Yeah, she's coming on. She's excited. She's only done an audio interview before, so when I told her it was live audience, she was like,
When?
"Wow, oh my god, that's amazing!" And she's like, "We could really do that." So she's excited.
When?
Did she call you, Josh?
Oh yeah, no, yeah. I was gonna say I talked to her here not too long before we hopped on. As a matter of fact, great conversation. Shout out Monica in that regard. So I know she mentioned that coming on, she just needs about 3 days in advance or whatnot. I did get the book. I actually got the audio book as well, and I'm gonna start listening to it because I want to be versed on a little bit of it just to get ready. She said she's down for whatever particular days or whatnot. So yeah, we can kind of link on what makes sense as far as it, and it works in the timing with her as well. But she'll be a damn good story there. She's from her father, or at least where she grew up, was this small town there in I believe it was Georgia that she mentioned, right? And it was
Indiana.
Indiana, Indiana. So
Gary,
Chicago, something Chicago, yeah.
Gary, she said,
There's some steel near there.
Yeah, I grew up 45 minutes from there.
So yeah,
Gary's
so
45 minutes. I used to go there all the time. Go through there all the time. I had
you found out more about her father. What years did he compete again? What was the years?
I know we had more so of a conversation. She did share some things, but it was more so it was just a conversation, sort of like introductory. So we didn't dive too deep into it because I mentioned that I would have been checking out the book to learn more. But I know he was, certainly Army, as you mentioned there. The funny thing is the book cover, it was actually commissioned painting as well. So she mentioned she has that. So it's pretty awesome right there. So I think it'll be definitely a good story that will be shared, and I think people will enjoy it.
Yo, hey, listen, y'all better let me get that book, let me get that audio, something, so I want to make sure I can read it because I know a lot about what she's getting ready to talk about.
Oh yeah,
and I can definitely ask some great questions that'll give people some insight that would blow their mind.
I get the book Monday, but there's a way Josh he got the audio book, and she said the paperback can come in 2 days. She said, and I don't think it costs a lot, but it's 2 days if you order it. It's called Still Victories.
Her daughter's it's good, but it's on. I'll see your link there. It's on Audible. You can get it on Audible for the low as well, just to hear it. So I ordered some little hard copies. They'll be here at some point in the next several days. But
Still,
that audio.
This is what it looks like right here. The cover.
Still Victories.
There's a picture of her and her a picture of her father on the that in the middle there.
Oh yeah, there's the picture right there of that's a old boxing picture, huh?
Yeah, her father's on there, but yeah, he's got a good, darn good story there. You're gonna want to know about there.
Yeah, but I could tell you guys a lot about Gary, Indiana.
Monica C. Smith.
That's where Michael Jackson and from there.
Yep, and the movement that brought the people from the South up there. Because that's kind of how my grandparents ended up not too far.
That's Monica right there. That's her book.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot you the thing there too.
I got it. I already got it.
Okay, cool. So yeah, you're set.
Yeah, so y'all just let me know when it's happening so I can make sure I get through it.
Okay, cool. Yeah, likewise here, working it right now as we speak. I'm gonna be listening to you in a little bit tonight here.
Awesome.
Cool. Good stuff. Hey, I think we're good, folks. We're gonna be back in the mix though with everyone. So hey, don't stray too far. You know what it is here. We're having heavy debates on here. I guess you can call it that in some sense, a heavy debate, but we'll be in the mix here. So we thank everybody who dropped by, showed some love. Al Rahim who came through, Tim Withersfield was dropped in, but of course, 86 Boxing, Skywalker Boxing, Dom Talks Boxing, Poppy Tune Yayo, heavy on the Poppy, light on the Yayo. On behalf of everyone, hey, we wish you a great rest of your night, even though we're about to be close to morning here, depending on where you're at. East Coast here, we're almost there. So enjoy the rest of your time, folks.
Have a good night. Thank you, guys.
Bye.
Peace.